Hey guys, how you doing? TSM here. Okay, so FM should kick in a few moments. I've got the ugly mug on, so I'll just say hi. Wanted to talk about a few things. Once I think this new 200 target is going to indicate where we're going in with the new targets in the general set for this season. Okay, so what have I got at the moment? So let's have a look at the ships. So they're not new obviously, but come on, hurry up. Let's get in there. So yeah, so I've gone with 4 ships with the new armors, so 3 of each basically, which are all fitted out. I know some people are using damage diffusion system, but I'm actually going for the high speed missile jets. We talked about it in the previous video, and I think everything else is the same as everybody else. Okay, the bone of contention that we're not sure about is basically this countermeasures. Okay, um, simply because in the VXP target it was different to what was in the 190, so this is going to basically confirm. Hey Turfy, hey Tim, mate, you're right. Sorry, and Captain Lockheed Josh is in there as well. So it's just out of interest. So depending on what's in the target is going to make a big difference on which way I'm going to confirm the specials on this fleet. And obviously, there are more specials to follow. But as it stands at the moment, if we get missiles as we did in the VXP target, then we're definitely going to have to change things up a little bit because that means they're going to damage one particular ship and not necessarily the others. So we'll see. There are some crazy amount of points to get, but then again, there are some crazy amount of points available in some of the targets. So let's have a little look. We know they've got the limited weapon for the new siege hull. Okay. We will click on the target. So we want this one. It's 45,000. So yet again, the numbers are increasing. Crazy amount of numbers. Look, 45k. Okay, there's no targets out yet at the moment. 45k, and they want, yeah, yikes. Okay, you can only get 2 of those. So, oh, good lord. It's just painful, isn't it? Oh my word. I don't know what to think. Because you want obviously one of those and one of those. I mean, and then you want obviously some of that. It's like a million points, isn't it? It's just like, oh God. But 20, number 2, yeah, 20, yeah, okay, whatever. Right. Scary. Oh, obviously, there's a new format as well, by the way. Yeah, so Price Pack 5 obviously is now just a new kit, okay, for the latest rounds, okay. Price Pack 4 is the nice things to have, okay, then, which will help you get along. So probably last season's tech, basically. Oh my good gosh, look what's Cloudbreaker Everest doing down there. Please don't get that, okay. And then 3 chest, 2 probably rubbish. Okay, yeah, mortar system, some random stuff. Okay, and in fact, if I untick it, because obviously there'll be other people that want some other things as well. So, uh, heavy cannons, rubbish, rubbish. Really old tech, old tech, old tech. Yeah, no, 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 nothing. Ooh, if you haven't got that, it could be worth it. There's a couple of specials in there. Okay, let's go back up and just double check. Yeah, the heavy morts in there, fantastic. Oh, look, some turrets in here, which are actually okay. The executioner, meh, okay, don't worry about that. Yes, Armageddon still work. Oh, definitely some transformers. Looks okay. So there's some good stuff. Okay, in Price Pack 3, so that's nice to see. And HD transformers if you haven't got enough, and Destiny Decimate. So there's some good stuff there in Price Pack 3. Price Pack 4 is great if you're going for a previous tier tech. Um, it's or price pool, not price pack. It's price pool, isn't it? Really, if you're building Everest now, then something's seriously gone wrong. We've been given that many fleets. Anyway, right. Let's have a quick nip across then. I don't want this to last too long, so there we go. And I'm probably going to chop all that from the video anyway when I actually finish it off. So here we go. It's the new FM target. It's the level 200, and we want to have a look at it simply because I'm not going to use any cruise at all. We're going to launch straight out. We're going to have a look for it, and we are basically going to go and slap one. And I really want to just break it down and have a little look at it. So don't forget, 186 is still there if you want to use your Everest fleets for now. If you've still not built up your Lions, okay, and don't flap about it. They're going to be around for months yet. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, let's see if we can find a target. Yes, we can. And there is, oh, it's different shape and size. Look, it's one of these, look. I forgot about that. So let's see if we got, we're going at sort of 90, oh, you can't see the ships, but I can. Okay, well, you can actually because you're on my live stream. So we'll go in at 3 o'clock and see if it's a target that we can, talking Everest, there we are. See if we can go in at 3 o'clock and actually if you start at 3 o'clock. I'm not really sure. Let's have a little look. No, so you don't. You start differently. So do we have much different? Not as yet. So the FM had obviously Sentinel missiles, which is a bit of concern because obviously the flagship was taking a crazy amount of damage, or the first ship, sorry, not so the flagship. So what we're going to do then is I think first off we'll so you come in obviously here, it allows it to bunch. That's what this thing's doing in here. So we're just going to set this on auto and see what 4 ships with the new armor can do, because I'm sure everyone wants to know that. And then we'll take it down a level until it's we'll do 4 ships, 3 ships, 2 ships, 1 ship basically, and we'll see how it is. I've got a little bit of coins. I don't mind fixing them up, but this is a full set of ships, all fully built. Interesting, there's a gate right at the start there. Now, like I say, other people have got slightly different things, damage diffusion system, etc., etc. So, but it's more looking across the fleet, the damage. I'm more interested in looking in the bottom corner for auto, because this is said to be an auto hull. You see, that's what I'm double checking, because there's a lot of stuff around the periphery there that I can get before obviously that Halo missile fires. I mean, you could sneak if you were driving, look around, and that's a bit naughty of them, isn't it? So if you're driving, you could get around that corner there without getting any damage, but because I'm on auto, you can't. But where it's parking, it's now parking just inside the range, so it's firing again. So it shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so it's not too horrendous. Definitely doable, obviously with 4 ships, but good lord, I think so, isn't it? It's only the second one of the target set or series. And whilst we don't have all the specials, they are obviously concentrating on mostly stuff for the new raid set. So we'll probably get something, I think, in September. Maybe the flagship will come out in September, or it could be out in Pillage. I'm not really sure, but I'm not sure myself. We'll see. I think Pillage will probably bring in the Iron Hull again, basically, so other people can pick it up, because they couldn't get it in the raid event. They generally let people pick it up in Pillage. If not, it'll be in next month's Pillage. So far so good then. What are we getting? About 1/8 damage by the looks of it. We'll get rid of that. Obviously that's a Halo missile and we should be good. Bunker Buster doesn't work. Okay, I'm not going to try a Bunker Buster myself, but that's frustrating. I know there's a lot of people like doing that. So I have got one ship that has only got 2 armors on as well, by the way, because I did start to build another one because I had nothing else to build because I'm a filthy coiner. And we can have a look at that and see if that's actually going to be able to do it, because I know a lot of people have spaced out their armors over several ships. But if you've managed to collect all the armors, then you can actually get 4 ships up to this scale. Right, here we go. So it looks like you can do about 8 targets, roughly. Which only gets you one of the weapons, doesn't it? Blimey. Yeah, so 1 hour, 18 minutes. Okay, I will fix that up. 1 hour, 18 minutes. We'll go back, we'll drop a ship off. Okay, then we'll go again. What are these doing there? Oh, I was doing some base parts. Okay. So 1 hour, 18 minutes, okay, for 4 in a fleet. The things I've noticed with this FM fleet, because there's a lot of obviously area effect damage, more ships isn't actually better sometimes. My last one, it was basically 1 ship plus 2 fully armored, and then 2 other ships basically. So we're going to drop one off. We normally took about 10% damage off, obviously if you use a steelhead's crew, but I'm not going to do that because we just want raw figures basically. So it's 48, okay. Prize pool, and we still need a considerable lot more than that. Okay, right, okay, let's have a look for another one. How far away is that? 30 odd minutes, or 30 odd minutes, 30 odd seconds. I'm sure there's one probably closer though. Let's see if I can get it to show me something. Yeah, look, see, there's one right there, isn't there? Or is that 190? No, that's a 190. Well, there's a 200 right here, look. Okay, we'll go in at 12 o'clock just to reconfirm, obviously, the location. So interesting. This is the second one in the series, and it doesn't have any Sentinel missiles in it like it did in the VXP target, which is a good thing, because I was really concerned that we were going to get smashed. And it seems then that 3 and 3 at the moment on armor is the way to go, because there's nothing specific apart from the things that we can already counter that's really causing a concern. The ships aren't too frustrating. Just I've got to remember 1 hour 18. Yeah, the ships aren't too frustrating basically because they're most of the stuff is counterable, and everything else is all like area effects, so splash damage. Particularly, obviously, these here. I'm just a bit concerned about the VXP target, because if that's the top tier target and they start bringing Sentinels in, then that's going to definitely change things up a little bit. But maybe that won't come in until we get the flagship, because we don't know what the flagship bonus is going to be yet. And obviously these are reasonably upgraded. Sorry, they're not upgraded at all yet. So what we need to worry about is obviously what will come, if anything does come, when they do get to X1 or whatever it is, in a few months' time. Probably around January, February, probably, I guess. Based off the Everest, it was about 4 months before they come to be replaced that we were all fully up to speed. So not happy now, sticking to 190s. 190s were quite decent. I managed to get these down to about 30 minutes if you split them all up as single ships on the 190s. So we're going to double check with the difference and the points and see if it's actually valid. Because I've got a single hull sitting outside now doing nothing that I could be hitting a 190 with. I think you can get 6, I think it is, from using the 190s for the fully bombed up ship. Right. So we're not quite there, are we? Yes, I understand the damage looks very similar, but obviously on one ship less, so the overall damage may be less in time. And if it's less in time and I can get another ship in to do the to do a 190 as well, then ultimately I then put them all back together again and I can fix them overnight. So right, that's got rid of the Halo missile. We've only got a couple of... This bottom core is nasty, isn't it? Because there's quite a cluster of things there, to be honest. I'm not sure what you said there, Josh, but it doesn't really like obscenities. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, we've got 2 more left then. So a little bit more damage in general terms across the 3 ships, but actually maybe less damage overall. So let's have a little look. Target finished fairly even. Like I said, the explosive is area effect damage. I didn't check on the last one, but it should be about the same. So only a tiny little bit evaded, but actually resisted quite a bit. And resisted quite a bit again, 33 versus 43. So 108 against 138. So it is definitely better, isn't it? So I've definitely got less damage there. I don't really want to have to do that. We'll just go out and double check. We'll put that back in the in base, and we'll pull out the single ship, and we'll find a target with that and see if the single ship can do it and how much it can do it for. I'm not going to use a crew because I want raw stats, as I've said. So let's set it on its way. I want to go back in and fix as well. So we're looking for someone's at a 200 there. I'm not really sure whom that is. Like I said, I have also got a ship that is a 200 there. That's right. So that one can go and just attack it. It's all by itself. My other ones are docking, so I want to set them to fix. And we'll go down to 2 ships next. That's what we'll do. So we'll take that out of there. No, because it's not going to do it. So fine, we won't do that. We'll start repairing. We'll speed up on 2. It's not going to let me do that, is it? We'll speed up there quickly, and we'll let that fix by. Let's cancel that. Sorry. We'll take that out of there. Put it in there. Let it finish off, and let's go and find another one and see what it's like for 2 ships. So we've had 138. We've had 108. So 3 ships is definitely better because I can send a 4th ship somewhere else. So you're definitely getting, bear in mind, the 108 against is more damage per ship, but obviously I can go and do another target if you don't have 4 ships. Obviously, 3 is all you've got, but is it better to do a 2 and a 4, a 2 and a 3, or a 2 and a 2? Well, we'll find out in a second. Let's see if I can find another one that's nice and obvious. That's good. This is a better way of doing it. So let's attack that at the same time. Bring those back in and bring that back in. Right, let's take a look at this one. See how it's doing. I mean, it's on auto, so it's not exactly the most exciting thing at all. But like I said, I think this but designed to be an auto hull, and this is why I'm letting them just crack on and get on with it. Here we go. Right. This is going to take a bit longer, so that can carry on. We'll see where that gets to us in a minute. I want to go and see the one with the 2 ships in it. So we can do both at the same time. Where's the FM fleet? It's down here. Here we go. So I'll just get rid of all that rubbish. I don't need that. So this one's 2 ships. The other one's 1 ship. So 138, 108, and now we should have the final 2 figures basically. And like I said, the 5th ship, what I can probably do is damage diffusion system. I'm not sure if you can get any more. Is there any armor in this? I didn't see any armor at all. So we might have to wait to a TLC or the next event basically before we get the next sort of armor. 5 to auto align 9 190. Wow. I'm not sure 5, Josh, is the way. I think I got less damage overall with 4, but give it a go. Hell, it's yeah. I think I split. What best I found with the 190 was to split the ships up and then send them off on their own, do all the 190s, and then put them back together and fix them overnight. So the other way, obviously, you can do this is obviously have 1 ship, send it out forward, and obviously let the other ships, 2 or 3 or whatever you've got, sit behind. But you've got to sit outside the area of the splash, you know. But you can drive really, really close in because they can see underwater, and then obviously you take half the damage on the first ship, the closest one. So if you let the other ones auto, and you can drive 1 ship really, really close. I won't do it now because obviously I'm going to mess up the stats on this, but you can drive 1 ship really, really close, and because you're driving it around, it stays underwater permanently until you stop it. So it'll get half the amount of damage basically, and the other ones will just then use the full range that they've got. But depends on what the area damage. Like I said, you know, I'm not really sure, and it's difficult to predict until you know until you've recorded it many, many times, and what the actual route is, and is it consistent every single time. So like there, I could have got much, much closer with a single ship then, and all that other stuff wouldn't have actually targeted the other hulls because they're on full range. So, and same again here, I could get right close to that other ship, and then that would make life a little easier. And I think you could get this. You could take in turns as well to rotate which ship you put at the front if you wanted to. So there are other options. You know, it's definitely feasible to do this a different way. So this looks like it's more damage, but bear in mind this is only 2 ships. So let's have a little look at the statistics in a second. We've got what, 5 or 6 turrets to go. I'd be surprised if the other one, because it's a single ship, has actually helped and finished yet. So 40 190s and FM is done. Wow, yeah. So what did I say? It was about 6 or 7, I think it was. I could do 7. So you could actually, yeah, you probably could get away with it because I've got 5. Well, the 5th one's not armored, but you could get away with it. So damage-wise, again, so this is a bit different. So 27% resisted this time, and 39% resisted. Sorry, 9% taken and 7% taken. So explosive is again area effect. I'm just really nervous that they're going to bring in Sentinels, obviously, and then start smashing the flagship. 58. See, there we go. Look, 58 over 2 ships. And I had 4 ships and it was 130 something. So that would be 2 hours worth of damage, but more points than doing 4 ships in a single target and get the same points, if you know what I mean. Because I'd have 90,000 as opposed to having obviously 4 ships in there getting 45 and having 20 minutes less damage. So 2 ships is definitely better than 4 ships as it stands at the moment. 2 ships per target is definitely the way ahead. And it looks like the other ones sort of, is it made it or not made it? No, it was this one over here, wasn't it? Oh, that looks pretty sore, that one, to be honest. But he was by himself, so let's have a look. What do we get then? So we had an hour, 1 hour. Okay, and it looks that's probably not a wise idea, because to me that looks like you're not even going to get 3 targets in. You probably could have used steelheads, but what's that? 120, 132, 135, sorry, thousand, isn't it? So yeah, you can probably do that. Whereas if you go across, look at the difference. I mean, you can see it there straight away. I mean, double the ships, but it certainly isn't double the damage, is it? Unless I'm seeing things incorrectly. So 3 ships was, oh well, see, 3 ships was 108, wasn't it? But 108, if you've got 4 ships, it's definitely better, I think, to stack 2 together. Because whilst that's only 10 minutes less, you can do an awful lot, because each individual ship is you're going to get double the points if you've got 4 hulls, obviously. So I would definitely predict that if you've only got 3 ships ready or less, you can either go back to the 190, or you can do 2 in the 200. Let me just remind myself quickly as well. You can do 2 in the 200, and then 1 in the 190. That's an option as well if you haven't got them all armored up yet. Or 2 and 2, I think, is the way ahead. It's only 10,000 more. Okay, and you're using up a second hull. I might remind myself where is a 190? Hang on 2 seconds. So what did we say this was? Repair. So it's a 10. What is that? My eyesight's terrible. 106, isn't it? 106, something like that. 106.28. Yeah, 106.28. Right. Let's see if we can find a 190. You should be able to complete a 190, and let's see the comparison. Oh, that's a 200. Don't want that. Well, I did testing on this before. I did 5 of the target with all the different configurations, but obviously can't do that now because it's taken for ages. So it's already 23 minutes long. I'm not making this longer than half an hour because otherwise it'll just drag on and people won't get the results they want. So we'll let that one go, and let me just have a quick look. It was 1 hour 23 on the full auto. Oh, was it? Okay, with how many? Was that the one with 4? And it wasn't. See, my memory's terrible. Thanks, mate. Right, so we should have the 2 ships here, and this one should be fixed. So remove that, go into there, fix that up. That's 56. We can repair that. So somewhere kicking around, I've got another ship, but I'm not quite sure where it is. Why did that start repairing? Why is it not repairing? Something's not right. Can't go to storage. Can't do anything. That one's in battle. What is going on? Let's go back out in the water. Oh, your fleet before. Okay. 123. Any crew? No, you can't be using crew because I know you're out and about. Yes, Kev. I think it was the 200. Yeah, and 4 ships. This one's in the 190. It's still going. Why couldn't I get to that shot? I think it's just a glitch. I think it's probably already fixed, to be honest. Nope, it's not fixed. Now I can start repairing. Okay. Oh, come on, game. Good Lord. I think, though I do have one more somewhere. Do I not? Did I recycle it? What did I do? Oh, no, it's there. There it is. Like I said, I started playing around with this. Oh, the game has frozen. Sorry about this. I'll be right back. I'll refresh. Come on, game. Too many clicks. It hates it sometimes. I'm on Chrome, and sometimes it does have a moment. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so no, I don't want to go into there. I'm not interested in that at the second. So we want to, is that ship by itself? And it has just got 40, oh my gosh, it's got 40 old armors on it. And nothing but yowza. Is that worth messing with? I don't know. You tell me, guys, if you want to see that thing do something. I'm not sure what the best thing to do is. You blame the coiners. You can blame the coiners, mate, but ultimately without them, there is no game. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm going to take that one out. I'm not going to put that in and that in together because I don't like that hole, to be honest. I want to go and see if this other one's finished, and we'll take a little look. I need to maximize the screen, don't I? Because we can't really see very well. Like I say, a few minutes, I think we've got all we need, to be honest. How's this hole doing in the 190? Nearly done. I'm not sure if it's the 190 that takes longer. I'm not really sure. So this was a 1 hour and 8 minutes, wasn't it? Okay, while we're waiting then, because that's taking too long, I suppose the last check is to do is 2 holes then with a steelhead's crew, because I still think that's better than using a Vade crew, and then that will be us done, I believe. And then you can play it back at heart's content, and I'll put some timestamps in so people know basically what is what. Just a quick reminder of the build then. Yeah, garrison battery. Okay, then as it stands at the moment anyway, high-speed missile jets instead of damage diffusion system, because I know some people are using that instead. Okay, laser scope, and obviously the capstone engine. I'm expecting that to be replaced. A good old countermeasure loaders, and obviously the wave pulse warheads. That's what I'm using at the moment, and then 3 and 3 of the new armors. So let's put steelheads on and let's have a look. Hey Si, how you doing? Oh man, you could have been here a minute ago. You could give me some numbers because I messed it up. I couldn't quite remember what timing was what. Right, okay. So just to double check then, so it doesn't matter which entrance point you're going, it always starts in the same place. It gives you a nice radio tower, so your fleet will stack, which is fantastic. And it seems just as quick as doing the 190. It's worth 10k more points, and it is okay. I'm not sure if they've dialed down the 190 in comparison, but we're just about to find out. So a single ship in the 200 did 1 hour and 8 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour 6 minutes and a few seconds. Okay, and now it is. Wow, look at the difference. Look. You'd be still mad to go into the 200 then, wouldn't you? With obviously a single ship, because that's just done one for less than 30 minutes. A fully bombed up one for 10k less in points. It almost pays to split your ships up and go into the 190. Wow, that's quite telling, isn't it? That's a huge difference. Blimey. I'm quite surprised about that. That's less than 30 minutes, and that's without a crew on. But that one's in battle. That one's not the best of looking things, is it? To be honest, that was quite a messy ship. I don't think that one's going to do us any good using that one, to be honest. Let's recall that ship. I'm stunned. Yeah, one ship of 20. This is obviously with the armor on it and that sort of stuff. Made the 6 new armors in the 190. One ship that was 28 minutes, which I think it was last time when we did it, if I remember rightly. To be honest, there'll be some upgrades coming soon, yeah, or some changes. I think, and probably an engine will probably be the first thing, or yeah, we could get a new countermeasure special, but it'd be really depressing if they link it to the garrison hull only, because countermeasure specials are few and far between. I much prefer if we get a new generic one. We haven't had a new generic one for a long time. noticing the time. Like I say, I don't want this to drag on. Had to bug out, bad target. Oh right, okay. It's Kevin. It's if you are armored up, I think still the way to go. Actually, myself personally, is split your holes up if you've got them built, and then still single them in the do them singly in the 190. But I'll double check because I'm going to whack on another one. So for 4 ships, I had 1 hour. For 4 ships, it was 1 hour 38 minutes for 4 ships, fully auto, no crew. For 3 ships, it was 1 hour 8 minutes, but obviously it means you've got another ship that you can do another 190 with. Um, so that was less than half an hour's difference. And by doing a single ship in a 190, obviously instead of 45,000 points, I was getting 80,000 points for the same amount of damage here. Hey, rum. Of course it is. Sorry, mate. Forgot. Yeah, of course it is. So you get literally for the same amount of damage, and also 2 targets at the same time. So you're getting your FM done faster. But I still think, to be honest, it's the right way ahead is to, and we'll just, oh gosh, this game, split them all up. Josh, you're a terrible coiner. Stop it. Right, that ship's fixed. What I want to do is a single ship in a 190. Just remind myself what it comes down to, because we've got the other ones going back in and just double checking over there what a 200 looks like with a steelhead's crew on, and what we don't have then is a 190 perfect is just the 190. Rob, are you still playing, mate? Actually, I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that, but or you're just addicted like the rest of us. It's like on and off. Yes, you definitely would be. Crazy. That's what you'd be. Um, right, I'm not going to watch it because we know what the 190 looks like. We've done plenty of videos on that. I've seen plenty of people doing videos on that. Just want to know the total time. That's what we're looking at. Right, the FM is now finished. The FM did a 200. Okay, as in the FM double fleet then. So what is 200 at 50, 56? Okay. And bear in mind that damage is split across 2 holes. What I ought to do is go and see if that damage is even across the 2 holes. I believe it will be. But that 56 minutes, that's about the same as what you would get if you're doing obviously a 190 singly. But obviously I'm only getting 45k there, whereas if I went and did 2 190s, which I'm just checking with the other fleet there, then I'll be getting 70k instead of 45k. So that would make sense, wouldn't it, to still stick with the 190s at the moment then, because you're just getting considerably more points as it stands at the moment. Frustratingly so, considerably more points. The ratio is just not there as it stands at the moment, unless someone's got a better build and damage diffusion system is the way to go. Like I say, I might for next week build that last other hull that I've got with damage diffusion system, which I believe Apex Predator's using. I'm pretty sure he is, to be honest. I think I've seen a video from him with the damage diffusion system. Jerry, as in, pretty sure, but that'd be a good comparison, wouldn't it, to do two identical targets, both with and without obviously crews on, and then see ultimately then because obviously it's difficult between each individual, because obviously you get different bonuses and that sort of stuff with your alliance stuff as well. So that's you can't necessarily, it's not apples and apples. It's it's quite different comparisons, because obviously different alliances have different bonuses, evade bonuses and all those sort of things, and that all comes in as hidden stats and you can't see them. So oh right, okay. It's a shame that someone hasn't got you've got, I'll have a look in a minute, Josh, hang on 2 seconds. I just want to quickly focus in on this for 2 seconds. So yeah, great. Okay, done that. I can't use that ship there. I've definitely got 2 of those there. Have I got a third one? Yeah, a third one. So with the crew, which we haven't done yet, we'll go back in. We'll just do one last 200 with a crew on, and then that's the last target completed then. And then we've got a full set of stats. And like I said, you can zip up and down the timeline of this because you'll need to know basically the difference with the number of ships, and because it's auto, that's why I'm using auto. You'll be able to get accurate figures then to see what you wish to do. My gut feeling is definitely go as it stands at the moment, unless this is going to come with something different altogether. Is still a single ship in a 190 with a steelheads crew on, simply because steelheads crews are pretty easy to roll. You can do them obviously with just a bit of uranium. You can stack loads of them up. They last a good long time. And actually, if you split your FM fleet up and pop the steelheads crew on each one, you get about one more target out of each one, which over a fleet of 3 or 4 is a considerable amount of points. And you can practically do the whole FM in one hit by the time the crew runs out, and then just put them all back together again and fix them up. Like I said, I'm not going to watch it. The other one must have nearly finished by now. Let's have a look. It is a single in at 190, wasn't it, this one? Yes, this was just a confirmation, wasn't it? We're nearly done. Good. Thanks for joining me, by the way, guys. It's I think this is just worthwhile, just because it's the start of obviously a completely new concept. You know, we've not had, as I said last time, we've not had random holes like this before. Doing, you know, and it's clearly evident that they want us to auto these targets. So single target then, 190 again, obviously, just to reconfirm that the 190 with a steelheads crew on full auto is giving you basically 6% taken on the explosive. Interesting, more penetrative this time though, so 8% taken. Resistance figures are great, obviously, and 23 minutes. And look at that damage. I mean, it's 23 minutes, for goodness sake, for 35k. We'll find out in a second what 2 ships is in the other one. I mean, it's just, there's no comparison, is there? That's just crazy. So I think it's going to be a case of finding 190s, because I think everyone's going to be doing them, to be honest. You're splitting the 4 ships up. Okay, sorry, that'd be cool. Where am I on points? Let's have a quick look. I am somewhere kicking around 295. So prizes. Oh, look, I can just get one of those, which is fantastic, which means actually I can get my legendary chest. I only need 1 each of those because it was only 5 ships and I've already got 4 set. I've already collected 4 of each. Sorry, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 of each already. So I don't think anything in here. Well, I've got no choice but to get something in here. So what's the cheapest thing possible? 15k looks like. Yeah, 15k, but I don't have 15k. So let's go down a prize pool. There's nothing in here, so I should be able to redeem that. And going down another one again. What's the cheapest thing in here? I'll have one of those. Thank you very much. It's almost like pointless that you have to get one of these things, because if you don't want it, you don't want it. I'm not sure why you have to go and redeem. There's a single ship token. We'll get that as well. So all we're missing is this one in here because we didn't have enough points for that one there. And then I just got to get 1, 1, and 1. That's it. Right, FM fleet. Let's move it a little bit, see how much damage it took. Right, okay, there it is. So this was 2 ships in the 200 with the crew, wasn't it? So 55. Okay, so it's sorry, 3 ships. Blimey, 3 ships, 55 minutes. 55 minutes. Okay, and I was getting 23 minutes, and the other wasn't it, something like that. 23 minutes, obviously, in for 35k, 55 minutes for 45k. So definitely a case of split them all up. You're definitely not using 4 Grease Monkey crews, so I'm sure of it. No way. Not a chance. Yeah, of course I will do, mate. Yeah, I'll do that now. Let's recall this, and I can probably just go into designer and do it because I've got it saved anyway. We'll just reconfirm that. We'll come out and we'll just double check what that 190 is just to make sure we did get what it was. Hey, buddy, good to see you. You are using 4 Grease Monkey Cruise, Si. Oh my God, you're mental. Kickser doesn't like the players being better than them. Well, I don't think we have much of a choice. You bet me 4 Crews you are using 4 Crews. No, I hate to think how much it costs to roll 4 Grease Monkeys, even if you pay for them. Yes, full. Oh, I am. I take it Si probably must be as well because otherwise he can't control 4 different fleets. So have I got a single ship that is fixed? No, I haven't. What did the first one take? So 18 on that one, 19 on that one. So it is pretty even, and 17. 1980, yeah, all within the same sort of thing. So it is area effect splash damage basically. So let's just start repairing on that on there. Let's go in and have a little look at shipyard. Oh look, there's my new raid fleet just about getting there as well. We're soon going to be putting the heavy on because I've just got one. Like I said, I've got some of these armors already. A selection of obviously limited weapons, and I've just gone for the basic boring on this one, by the way, because that's basically what they suggested, and actually I couldn't find anything better. You could, I suppose, take this off if you wanted to. You'd lose obviously the critical chance, but you could put hyper 30 on if you wish to up your evade. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything else that you could really put on it, to be honest. But that's not what we wanted to look at. So we wanted to clear that, and then we wanted to load lion if it's in here, lionfish. Yeah. So let me just go on to the limited armors because that would be realistic. And it just gives you an indication of the build time. That's all I just want to have a look at. It looks horrible like that, doesn't it? They're very expensive to build these things, aren't they? Right. So if you're going flat out, obviously, yeah, it's 16 days per ship. That seems horrendous, doesn't it? Okay. So what have we gone for then? So yeah, so high-speed missile jets. Basically, we've got the C9 Capstone engine fitted on it. We've got wave pulse warheads. And we've definitely got the countermeasure loader because obviously it's gives myself some missile obviously penetrative reload, but also obviously helps the countermeasure that's built into the ship. And I've gone for obviously Garrison Battery Mark II as well. So these are all, and you know things are going to change because that's a tier 10 item. Obviously that's a 9.5 item. Forget that because that was just my choice. That's a 9.5 item. That's a 9.5 item, and there's an 8.5 item. I know that's my decision, and a lot of people can change that and they'll flip it out and they'll put this one on instead, damage diffusion system. My only concern is, look, as soon as you put all this on, it goes overweight. So you'd have to then dial down on one of these armors or change something here. You can probably go down to the countermeasure loader and take the next one down, or pick a different countermeasure. You wouldn't really want that one though because that's more for rockets and stuff. But you know there are different countermeasures you can put on instead. Um, there's also different, obviously, projectile extenders. So but yeah, you could do if you wanted to go with damage diffusion system. You could dial down and take down to this one here because that just gets you under the limit roughly. There, yeah, just with a little bit of a gap. But like I said, I wouldn't really worry too much about the specials. I would focus really on deciding which target to hit. I think that's the key thing here. That's why I wanted to do it as a live stream as opposed to just doing a video because things come into your head as you're doing it and changes your approach basically. Okay, scores on the doors for Si. That's what I must be waiting for. So 15 minutes. 14 minutes, 14 minutes. So average then, yeah. Okay, so 14:30 average, would we say roughly? 14 minutes 30 average. And is that in, sorry, go back at the top. What target were you hitting then, mate? Remind me, what target was that, Si? You said you're doing 4. In the 190. Yeah, read up. Yeah, 190. Yeah, that'd be about sense, wouldn't it? And to be honest, and your build's the same as mine. So 14 minutes, 28 was what I. Yeah, that sounds about right. You get a lot. See, I mean, I know you use 4 grease monkeys there, but you can get an awful lot of targets done. So what am I going to do? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed this up, okay, because I can. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to get that one there because it's not properly built. Take that out. I'm going to put this one in here. 1, 2, 3. Launch, and I'm going to go hit 190s. So that's it, okay? At the moment, 190s is definitely the way ahead. Why? You can do more. You can gain more points for the amount of damage. That's it in a summary. Okay, you can definitely get more points. Here we go. Here's that last little one we were just going to check. There you go. So that's 48 minutes. 48 minutes for 2 targets. That's the answer, isn't it? 70k, 48 minutes. 45k, 2 ships, 1 hour. There's no competition. Absolutely no competition. Right, like I said, not going to make it drag on. Thanks, guys. Was Josh doing a target or something? I'm not really sure what he was. He was. I'm not sure if he's finished it. No, he's finished. I don't know if he wants to go and hit another one. We can watch him hit. He's got the new limited weapon on. I'm not sure what he was hitting, to be honest, but it might be worth having a little look at it quickly if he's still on and he wants to do it. We'll just loiter for a second. While he's doing that, I'm just going to find some 190s. I would try to find some 190s because I don't think I can now, to be honest. Oh, here he goes. He's base parts. He's doing the base part one. Okay, that makes sense. Since it's a siege hull. Piercing. I quite like this hull. This new siege hull. It looks quite interesting. I'm sure he's going to hit it. Yeah, please do, Josh. That'd be good. Because that's fully built along the kickside line. Most people are going with that build anyway because it's almost scripted as to where you're going to go. So, and then we can click this separately, and if we want to, and just show the new the build will obviously up and fitted. So, view battle. I think it's a single ship anyway. So let's zoom out. Let's get rid of that because obviously it's telling us that. So the hole's up in the top corner out the way. Okay, how many holes is this, Josh? I'm not really sure, to be honest, but there we go. It's looks like a single hole. Oh no, there's more than one. Oh my word. How many have we got? 3, 4. Oh, 4 of them. How many have got the new weapon? You've got 2 on or just one? It's just like one, I think it is. So you see the 2 different colors. Obviously, one is the built-in weapon system, and one the piercing, and one is obviously the limited weapons. You can see there's 2 different color types there. You've got 4, right? Okay. Let's see if we can see it a bit better. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah. So you can see the blue, which is obviously the limited weapon firing, and then you've got the piercing weapon, which looks a bit more a white sort of color. I'm glad I bought this new monitor. It's very nice. Actually watching it in 4K. It's quite cool. It's quite a fast ship, about 135 combat speed, I believe it is, something like that, and about 140 turn, or there along those sort of lines. So quite a quick ship. Doesn't seem overly affected by the ice pools, so that's interesting to note as well when that comes in. This would be ideal if you put a because obviously those mines are slightly annoying. Now the mines in these don't affect you as much as what the mines do in the SSRBs. But if you were to put one later on, once the raid's finished, I'm not saying do it now, but if you put one Gatling gun, because you can see the mines, which is nice, so you haven't got to put any sonar on it. But if you put one Gatling gun on, unless this weapon fires underwater, I don't think it does, then obviously it'd be great for doing the SSRB just one ship, because this seems much faster than even the the previous ships. Thanks, Josh. That's cool. Right. I think we're done. Okay, there you go. That's a quick peek at obviously a couple of the new ships doing a base target. I'll just say thanks very much. Okay, it's been a pleasure. Okay, then there's 25 people that were on the live stream, which is always good. Like I say, this will be up on the Forsaken Council page, and thanks obviously for flagging it up, everybody, and I hope it helps. For me, then it's still the 190 single ship. Get out, get in there, smash them all up. Okay, then get your FM done, put them back together again, and then stick it back in the dock to fix overnight. It'd be great. Okay, Josh, thanks very much for that, mate, as well. That helped us out a bit. And yeah, until the next one. See you later. Take care. Bye.